So dudes, HerbalLeaf here. So I'm sure you guys are just as hyped as I am for Season 8. I wanted to let the trailer play out in full first and foremost so you guys can get that full immersive effect. But let's dive into it. There's a lot of stuff in the trailer that I found to be very interesting and more or less some sneak peeks in regards to what we're to expect. So first things first, it looks like this very first video is going to go over one of Fighter's new mechanics. I believe it's called Stand Your Ground or something along those lines. This looks very interesting. Obviously, it looks like he's planting a flag, so I assume it's going to be maybe an aura-based effect within the perimeter of the flag or something along those lines. We'll obviously find out here soon once the new season begins. But yeah, I did think this was interesting. Moving into the next clip. So this looks to be a barbarian throwing a horseman's axe. From my understanding, all weapons are going to be throwable for barbarian, whether they're one-handed or two-handed. It's going to be very interesting to see how you can recover those items if, let's say, it hits the enemy but it doesn't kill them. Does it just fall to the ground? Does it stay on their body until they're dead? Kind of more things we'll figure out once the season starts. But once again, this is going to change up the meta quite a bit, and I'm very excited to see this for Barbarian. Alright, so this next clip is honestly crazy, literally. So as we can see here, this is going to be the fighter's new Disarm mechanic. It looks to be an on-hit application. I'm not sure if it also applies to ranged attacks, but as we can see here, upon collision, it forces the rogue to drop their weapon. Wasn't sure if, once again, it was going to be a situation where the item went into your inventory or if it forced you to just have hands out rather than your weapon equipped. But from this trailer, it does look to appear that you literally drop your weapon. So that honestly could be pretty dang crazy as far as meta shift. It's definitely going to force a lot more focusing of blocking, so you're never in the position where you are disarmed. Once again, it's very interesting. It's probably going to be pretty controversial and honestly really strong from the looks of it. It seems just like a much stronger silence in general. But I'm not opposed to a shift in the meta. We'll obviously see how it plays out, and I'm sure Paul and the balancing team will make adjustments as necessary. But very cool. So next, what we have here looks to be a plate fighter throwing the throwable bolas. We definitely heard this down the grapevine that this was inevitably coming. We're, as of right now, unsure as far as which classes will have the capabilities of using the bolas, but at least we can assume here that it is fighter. Still unsure about what the move speed slow is, as we can only see the instant death, but we can confirm that the travel speed of these bolas is insanely fast, so that is something that we do want to be aware of moving forward. Alright, so this next clip is honestly pretty damn crazy as well. As we can see here, it looks to be a Morning Star and a Spear. Both of them have a blocking and a riposte mechanic, so the diversity here for not only clerics, but rangers as well, is going to be exponential. Very excited to see this, honestly, and I'm a big fan of the blocking mechanics, so I think that this is a move in the right direction. Big W. Alright, so this next clip here looks to be another potential controversial topic. It's going to be the Barbarian's whirlwind. It does look like it takes some skill mechanics as far as the dragging is concerned to make sure that you're facing forward rather than having your vision do a complete 360. So that is something to take into account. What I'm very curious about is in regards to blocking it, if that resets the entire skill and nullifies it, or if you have to wait out the duration and block all of the spins while they're occurring. Once again, this looks to be very strong. Very excited to see how it plays out in the raids. So big W on Iron Mace once again for changing up the meta. This is kind of the stuff I like to see. So this next clip is going to be a sneak peek and reveal of some of the new modules that will be available on the Ruins map. If you didn't know, they are expanding the size of Ruins to a 7x7 layout. I absolutely love to hear that. Those are the types of things and changes I love to see. As we know, Iron Mace typically likes to add some hidden elements and Easter eggs in between, so that will obviously be fun to find as well. And with that being said, we can more than likely expect that some of these tiles will inevitably make it into arena maps. So once again, love to see it. Big W. All right, and last but not least is something that a lot of players have been waiting on for the longest time, and that is referring to the second layer of Goblin Caves. So this is going to be the Hell variant. It is coming with a new boss called, I believe it's the Fire Colossus or something along those lines. Very excited to see and learn these new map layouts and to find the complexities within them as well as any Easter eggs in between. We are going to have a bunch of different new mobs, different attack patterns that we're going to have to learn to adjust around. It looks like we also have a sneak peek reveal at the dwarf race, so that's going to be very fun to play. I'm very excited to see that. In reference to these particular modules, once again, it looks like it's a very do or die type of situation. I imagine if you fall into the lava, hopefully you don't instantly die. Maybe you survive for a little bit, but just take a ton of damage. It's going to be very fun learning the new boss as well. So I'm very stoked in regards to this new season. Once again, we'll dive through this one more time just to kind of see if there's anything that I missed. But in reference to this new season, man, I'm very hyped about it. Not only between the character changes as far as skills and spells, we've seen that sneak peek for Fighter and Barbarian. Supposedly, they're going to be working on adjustments for Rogue and Ranger throughout this season. And then starting next season, I believe they mentioned that their focus afterwards was going to be on Wizard and Cleric, if I'm not mistaken. So, once again, very excited to see the balanced team's new focus on what players want to see. And big W again for finally releasing the second layer of Goblin Caves. Looking forward to this new season, which once again comes out here in a couple of days. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know how hyped you are, if you're hyped as me, if there's anything that I missed out from this particular trailer. I'm all ears. But once again, I'll see you guys in the dungeons.